Today on May 1st, 2022, I had the opportunity to speak with a tornado survivor from the Andover tornado that occurred on April 29th, 2022. Her story breaks my heart, and it pains me what her and others had to go through. Her spirits remained high, and she shares some helpful tips for others who may unfortunately be impacted by tornadoes. I'm so grateful for her bravery in speaking out about her experience in the midst of her house being a total loss.
My name is Loree DeRose. It's Loreedeerose.
Okay, can you just kind of tell me how your day was going before this tornado struck?
I got off work, came home, was cleaning my youngest's room because his birthday was the 30th, yesterday, and I was just getting it ready for presents, party, all that sort of thing. My two youngest were out jumping on the trampoline in the rain, and then it started to hail, and so I had them come in. So the sirens went off, and I went to the back deck, and I could see it directly. And I videoed for a minute, and my video was at 8:11 last night. And I think we had 2 minutes from the time that I videoed to the time that it hit.
And then could you kind of just describe, what it felt like as before the tornado kind of came through, as it was coming through, and then what it felt like after and coming up to all this damage and everything?
So the siren went off, we saw the tornado, I told the kids to get in the basement. We went under the stairs, we have a closet, so we went in the closet under the stairs. And there's literally, there's nothing, there's no damage. Not on the roof, not on anything. We were back here and shut the door. And I've never heard the noise. I don't even know how to describe it. I've heard people say a freight train. I think that's pretty accurate. The pressure was intense. It makes your ears pop. And just feeling the house like rumble and shake, and you're just hoping for the best, saying your prayers and just waiting for impact. It felt like forever. It was probably 60 seconds. It felt much longer. We probably stayed down there for over 10 minutes before we finally came out, and none of us had shoes on. I walked out and there was glass everywhere. I carried the two little kids upstairs, and we just walked up to sky just over us.
And how long have you lived in this house?
We've been here a little over a year. We've been in this neighborhood for about 3 years. We used to be down the street in a different house, and that house didn't get hit. So we've been in Andover for about 3 years.
Could you just tell me a little bit about your family as well that lived here?
Yeah, I have 3 kiddos. My youngest is now 8. His birthday was yesterday, the day after the tornado. My middle is a girl. She's 9. And then my oldest is 13, a boy. So he's in middle school, and my 2 youngest go to Prairie Creek, which is the school around the corner that got hit as well. And it was just us here, just me and the kiddos.
I know it may be difficult to tell what the road to recovery is looking like right now, especially just standing here amongst all this damage. But could you maybe tell me what your plan is possibly going forward to here, and how you'll power through this and move on from this devastation?
Well, I've had a lot of really great people helping. You really see the humanity in people when things like this happen, and I'm so thankful for that. So I think we've kind of salvaged as much as we can salvage from the house and have it in storage. I was renting, and I have amazing landlords, and I have a long-term plan because they have a home that didn't get hit. So in July I should have another place, and I'm so thankful for that. And that's about as far as I've gotten, honestly. I'm kind of going hour by hour right now. I don't know. I haven't really had a good chance to sit down and come up with a game plan. I'm kind of hoping that now that we've gone through all the debris and gotten what we can, I can figure out the logistics.
Could you just maybe give some tips for future people that may unfortunately have to go through this devastation of what they could do during that warning time when, from time the sirens go off or when you receive an alert on your phone, just things like that, where to go, and any helpful tips for future people?
I think they try to get the sirens off as fast as they can, but just don't disregard them. If you really are in the path, you have minutes if you're lucky. And I think obviously everybody knows to go in the basement, but I don't think that sums it all up, because basements nowadays have big windows. So I think if you have a staircase and you can go under the stairs, that's the safest place. There's no damage where we were. Or even the bathroom, if you have a downstairs bathroom and you can hide in the tub and shut the doors. I don't think most people have time, but I did notice that in the rest of my house, even upstairs, any of the rooms that I had the doors shut on seemed to have, like the closets, all of those things, they seemed to be in better shape, and I was able to salvage more. So if you're able to lock off rooms, again, you may not have time for that, but it's a good way to maybe save some of your things.